Hey guys, it's Mrs. Blue, back with another art lesson. You can find me on YouTube at Mrs. Blue. Let's make some art. You can email me pictures of your projects to jlpic@cps.edu, and you might have a chance of winning the golden paintbrush. So, without further ado, today's golden paintbrush winner. I would like to give today's golden paintbrush to Constance. Let's take a look at Constance's giraffe. I mean, really, have you ever seen anything so cute? Such a great job, Constance. I love this. Keep up the good work. You're a very good artist. Okay, so today, my sweet kids, our project is a little tricky. So, this project, when you see it, might not be for you, and that's okay. If you're up for a challenge, you're in the right place. Today, we are going to make these 3D names. So check that out. I used rainbow colors to color mine. We are going to use crayons today, not markers, not paints. Crayons work best for this. So super easy supply, and you only need a piece of paper, a pencil, eraser, and a black marker, and crayons. So you don't need very much. Oh, and scissors to cut the edge. I forgot, you do need scissors. So again, you might need a parent to help you or an adult to help you, or you might say, you know what, this is too hard, I don't want to do this art activity, and that's okay. But if you're up for the challenge, I think these turn out pretty amazing. Okay, so let's start with our piece of paper. You need a piece of paper like this, and we're going to do a bit of folding to start, so you'll have to kind of carefully watch my folding. All right, and then I have a whole bunch of techniques to help make it easier for you, all right? So let's start. Let me back this up a little bit so I have lots of additional space. Okay, so you're going to start by folding your paper in half the skinny way. Just do a gentle fold. We don't want our paper to rip, so we're going to unfold this after you do that. Then we're going to turn our paper the tall way, and we're going to fold our paper in half the wide way, a gentle fold like this. Okay, now you're going to fold this corner and this corner like this. So right where that fold is and right where this fold is. Maybe I'll hold my fingers there to kind of help guide me. And you know, if it's not exact, it won't matter. Gentle fold from this corner to this corner. You see that? Okay, now I'm going to turn my paper. And from this corner to this corner, I'm going to do a gentle fold. And I'm going to do that all around my paper, guys, like so. See, that one wasn't exact. It didn't go all the way to the corner. Won't matter. There we go. Now this one. I'm going to hold my fingers this corner. I don't know corner really. This fold and this fold where they connect. And now you can see we're making a diamond. This fold to this fold. Connect. Look at that. Now do you see the diamond right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're simply going to cut off those corners, those triangles. Where are my scissors? Here they are. So we're going to cut those triangles off like this. One. Don't cut these folds, right? Just these corner triangles. These large corner triangles. 2, 3, and 4. There we go, and these can go in the recycle bin. Okay, now we have to write our name, and we're going to eventually write it in block letters like this, but not yet. Trust me, do not start out writing in block letters. We are also going to write in uppercase letters only. Only uppercase letters. No lowercase letters like this, like an I like this. all uppercase letters like this. Okay, now I'm going to write Mrs. Blue. So I have lots of letters in my name. So this is my trick for figuring out how much space you need for each letter. My name is Mrsblue, 7 letters. So I have to fit 7 letters from this corner to this corner. So I'm going to draw a light line that I'm going to erase for each of the 7 letters. Then I can erase the line if I make the lines too big or too small instead of erasing an entire letter. So I have 7. So I'm going to write a light line in the middle of the paper. They should go from this corner all the way to this corner. So let's see if I can make this a touch taller. I want to get in the whole paper. Can you see the whole paper? Yes. Okay, so a light line. Remember, we're erasing this. M-R-S-B-L-U-E. Not bad. Those are about the same length. But right, if you make them wrong, you can erase them and you can fix the lines before you start making all of the letters. Because, oh man, you don't want to end up doing that. That'd be awful if you have to erase the letters. Now I'm going to write capital letters touching the top of the paper and the bottom of the paper. Not block letters, just capital letters. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start here. And I'm going to make it as big as this line, right? That line told me how big my letter should be. So here we go. M. Look at that M. It touches all the way to the bottom. Now R. All the way, right? It should touch way up here and way down here. Do you see how the R is getting bigger? Because the paper's expanding. Okay, now an S has to fit on this line. Whoa, look at this S. Super large. Mrs. M-R-S. Now blue, because my last name is the color blue, which is why I teach art. I mean, come on. Okay. All the way big. B. L. I didn't go all the way to the bottom there because I want to have a little line here. If I went all the way to the bottom, it wouldn't make an uppercase L. U. Little hook on the U. And then an E. Same thing with the E. I'm going to stop here and here so that I can make the top and bottom of the E. Mrs. Blue. Okay. Now I can turn my paper and I can erase these lines I made. We no longer need those. We wrote our name. We spaced our name properly. Those lines were very helpful. Okay, now and write your name very light, you guys. I should have said that at the beginning. We're going to erase this, so I hope you wrote very light. Always, whenever you're drawing in art, draw light. I try to tell my students that all the time. Don't draw so dark. Okay, so now I'm going to outline each of these. It's like I'm going to put a fence all the way around each letter. I'm never going to touch this letter. I'm going to put a fence around the letter to turn it into a block letter. Let's really get in close so you can see this. Okay, watch. All the way around the letter. Look how I didn't touch that first letter. Then when I erase this, M in the middle, it makes the block letter. Okay, let's try the R. So again, all the way around. Don't connect to it. Go all the way around it. It's like I'm putting a fence around it. All the way around. Now I can't forget the middle, right? If you have letters like B and P, you're going to have things in the middle. Now I erase this line. This is the trick to making really nice block letters. Okay, now the S. I'm going to back up a bit. All the way around this S. Don't connect to it. Don't get confused. It can touch the R. That's okay. That won't hurt a single thing. Okay. And I'm going to erase the S in the middle. There we go. B. All the way around. Now I'm going to put a hole in the middle, a hole in the middle, and erase the B in the middle. Oops, I erased some of this. Ooh. Okay, now the L. Oh, the L I can cheat a little bit because it's just one line. So I'm just going to draw one line like that. Look, there I finished the L. Okay, now U, all the way around, little nook right here. And last but not least, the E. E. And we're not quite done with our pencil, but we're done with it for a minute. Okay, now let me go back up so you can see the whole thing. A little higher. There we go, Mrs. Blue. There's my whole entire name. Now you're going to use a black marker, either a Crayola marker or a Sharpie marker, whatever you have. And I guess it doesn't have to be black, whatever dark color you would like, probably a dark color. And you're going to alakazam, outline your name with black marker. So you can pause the video for a minute while you're outlining. I already outlined mine, and then come back to me. Okay, so imagine you already outlined your name, or I hope you already outlined your name with black, and now we're going to make these letters look 3D. So if we split our paper in half right here, the B is in the middle for me. All of these letters are on this side. All of these letters are on this side. We want to connect all of these letters with a ruler to this corner. I'll explain in a minute. And we want to connect all of these letters to this corner so that the shadow from these letters goes in this direction. The shadow from these letters goes in this direction. And I have a letter in the middle that doesn't have a shadow showing because it's directly in the middle. And that's okay. Okay, so making the shadow, again, is a little bit tricky. Just do your best. So I'm going to take my ruler, and this corner of the M, I'm going to connect to this corner, like this. Here's the top of the M. I'm going to see how my ruler is connected to this corner. And I'm just going to draw a little line with a pencil, like this. Now this bottom of the M, connected to this corner. Draw a little line like this. If you want to connect this bottom of the M to this corner, go for it. Little line like this. Now, can you see how this part is going to be the shadow that we're going to color? Now, there's no corner on the R, and that's okay. I'm just going to connect the top of the R to this corner. Connect it to the S. The bottom of the R, there's really no space right here. To the corner, I can draw a little tiny line. Maybe the bottom of this R, right here, to this corner, right here. My ruler's always touching this corner for these 3 letters. Line like that. This whole part right here is all the shadow for the R. Okay, now the S, the bottom of the S, to this corner. And the top of the S to this corner. Little tiny line. This is all the shadow for the S. Nothing for the B. Now remember, these letters go this direction. They connect to this corner. So the top of the L to this corner. Bottom of the L to this corner. And there's the shadow for the L. The U. The top of the U to this corner. The bottom of the U to this corner. Oop, you can't see that. To this corner. Look, there's the shadow for the U. And last but not least, my lonely old E, the top of the E, the bottom of the E, and we've created all the shadows. It's hard to tell now, but it will look super cool when we color it. All right, now watch how I color. So, I color, let me zoom in again. I color the M, pressing very, very light, using light force. Very light. Then I color the shadow, pressing very dark, like so. This is also part of the M shadow right here, right? And then the R is our next color. You can color them any colors you want, but color each letter one color, pressing light and dark. I've messed up my document camera. So let's move these eraser shavings out of the way and I'll show you the final example. So this is it. Make sure it's straight so we don't get all confused. There we go. So that is our 3D art today. It's pretty cool. If you feel too stressed about it, don't complete this video. If you feel up for a challenge, this is the one for you. It's so fun. You definitely need a ruler and crayons, and I think these turn out so fancy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project today, and I will see you next week.